guys, so today I'm finally going to respond to some of the most upvoted or liked Q&A questions from my last little like vloggy whatever video thing. So yeah, sorry it's taken me so long to get to them. Also, depending on the response to this video, because for time constraints I could only answer a few, if a lot of people seem to like this, I can come back and do a couple more. And so yeah, you can feel free to add more questions in the comments of this video if that's what you'd like to see. Sorry, my computer's making really weird noises right now. So to start off, I'm going to answer a couple of really short and simple questions, and then I'll get into some of the longer answers. So first of all, which doll looks most like you? Definitely Asia, because I made her to look like me, although now that my hair is a lot shorter, she looks a little less like me, but same eye color, same hair color, same freckles, you get the picture. Next question, somebody wanted to know the ages of my dolls. So for me, I don't really like to put ages on them, I guess. They just kind of like grow up as I grow up, so I don't know, I guess it has to do with the fact that I view them the way I kind of view myself. So they're always just kind of continually progressing the same way I am age-wise. None of them are like little kids and stuff usually, so yeah. Which leads me into why I want to get a new wardrobe for them so they can start dressing their age and stuff, aka my age. But unfortunately, American Girl only ever makes pink kiddish looking clothes, which is fair marketing strategy, but still, it's kind of annoying. Next, someone wanted to know how old I was when I started making videos, and I was 13, so it's been 7 years just about. The next question is, do you have a boyfriend? And the answer to that is no, and it's for the best. Some of those answers were kind of long, but now we'll get into the longer answer questions. First of all, your favorite singer, band, and favorite song. So my favorite singer is definitely Dan Mangan. He's a Canadian person. I doubt a lot of people would know a ton about him. If you've heard of him, that's really cool. I've seen him twice, and I love him. He's great. He's actually in a band now, but I'm all about the Dan Mangan. I have a picture of us somewhere on this wall. I don't know if it might be in this frame. Well, whatever, it's on here somewhere. Yeah, and then my favorite band is probably Vampire Weekend. It's been Vampire Weekend for a long time. I actually heard of them through YouTube, through an old YouTube friend who's not here anymore. But yeah, I love Ezra so much, so much. So they're my favorite band. And then my favorite song is from neither of these artists because it changes a lot. Right now it's probably Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. I'm going through like Fleetwood Mac phase right now. Again, not the first time. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably my favorite song at the moment, and it has been for a little while. It kind of comes and goes, but Rhiannon's been one of my favorites for a long time. So next, somebody wanted to know how I store my dolls. Do I have a dollhouse? What do I do with them? Because I used to have a doll room set up in my room when I was younger. Now I don't really have space for that. I do still live at home, which actually isn't uncommon where I live, just because I live in like a big city and we have a really good school here, so most of the kids I know actually ended up staying home, which is nice because it's so much cheaper and I live close to the university and whatever. But yeah, so even though I still live at home, I don't really have a great doll storage, so I keep my dolls themselves in my closet. I have a shelf for them that you can't even really see. I could try and show you, but you can't really see it at all because it's like up in the top of the closet. And then all of my doll stuff, unfortunately, has to be kept in my basement, so I have to lug it upstairs every time I want to make something, just because I don't really have a lot of storage areas in my house is small, more or less, so I don't have space for a doll house or doll room or any of that, which sucks, but it is what it is, so you have to get more creative with sets and stuff. Okay, so the next question is one of my favorites asked, and it is, how has AGTube changed since my peak around 2009 to 2011 compared to now? So it actually has changed a lot. First of all, I think that ages are awfully different. Back when I was first on here, everybody was sort of roughly the same age. It was like about 16-year-olds to like 13-year-olds, and not too many people varied outside of that. But nowadays it seems like a lot of people are way younger and way older on here. I mean, there's those like mom accounts and stuff, and then there's like really little kids on their own. So that's different. Also, I think that the way, like, the aesthetics of videos have changed a lot to sort of reflect trends. Nowadays, you guys have a lot more offered to you in terms of, like, AG clothes, AG furniture and stuff. We kind of only had American Girl for the most part. Etsy wasn't much of a thing when I first started anyway. So our dolls had to wear American Girl clothes, which kind of sucked, but it was what it was. Just because they weren't as cute. But yeah, nowadays dolls look like teenagers. People do the eyeliner on them and they'll dress them like themselves, which I can totally get into because I love dressing my dolls the way I like to dress, which is why I need a new wardrobe for them. Yeah, so dolls appear more mature. People like to make them up to look more mature, which is cool because, you know, we're like an older group of people who have dolls. Yeah, series seem to be more important than they used to be too. Not too many people used to do series back in my day. it was all about stop motion. So I think I like that a lot better just because I've always been I have more fun making series than I do stop motions. I love doing stop motions. I love how they turn out, but sometimes they can be a lot more work, and I'm busy, so I don't have the time for that. So I'm really glad that series are a bigger deal, and I think that has to do with the fact that people like to binge watch series on Netflix. We feel like we're part of Hollywood making our own. So yeah, that's a cool thing too. So I kind of think that's how AGTube's changed. It's really just sort of reflects the trends of the teenagers making the videos. So yeah. Okay, and so the next question is, how did you start making doll videos? And a long time ago I made a stop motion about how I started with a friend named Cassie, how we first started making our videos, but I made that in 2010, so I'll tell you again. So me and Cassie, we both really wanted American Girl dolls when we were 11, because we were obsessed with having twins, of ourselves, not giving birth to twins. We were 11. And so because neither of us had been born twins, we wanted to get just like you dolls, as they were called back in the day, that looked like us. And there actually wasn't one that looked like me then. There was one that kind of looked like her. But our moms ended up getting us both Girl of the Years. Hers was for Christmas and mine was for my birthday. And so we liked them for a couple years, and then we started to get too old for dolls or whatever when we were 12 or 13. And so one day Cassie was just hanging out at her house, and she decided to search American Girl dolls into YouTube just to see what came up. And she ended up finding all these cool stop motions of some really old people now, like Uno Dos Ginger, not age-wise old, but they're not on here much anymore. And so we started watching their videos, and we were like, oh, this is super cool. And so we wanted to make some too. We just kind of wanted to try it. So we made our very first video, which I've remade 1,000 times now. Jess and Marisol's Bad Day at School. And yeah, that's kind of how we got started, and then we just started enjoying it, and everybody was friends with everybody back then, so we started getting to know everyone, and our videos just kind of picked up. And then she ended up wanting to quit when she was 14, 15, because she thought she was too old for it, which leaves you with me. Sorry. But yeah, so that's kind of how we started out on here. Okay, so the next question's kind of cool. It is, if you could have any customer retired doll for free, who would you get? And I don't even want to delve into custom dolls, because that's just I am having a really hard time picking out dolls and stuff right now, which I'll talk about later. So I'm just going to think about retired dolls for now. So if I could have any of them, I've always wanted Ivy, and I'm really sad I never ended up getting her. She's super cute. I also love Mary Grace's face mold, as does everyone else. So if I could have had her, that would have been amazing. Nikki was one I really wanted when I was a kid, right after I got Jess. And yeah, I've always loved Marisol, who Cassie has. That was her first doll, and I really wish I got her, but I didn't, which is a shame. So honestly, I'd probably go for Marisol if I could have any of them, because it also kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and first started on here and everything, and first got my doll. So yeah, maybe Marisol overall. Okay, so somebody would like to know how I get my idea for series. Honestly, I don't have a formula for it. They just kind of pop up when I least expect it. When I really want to write a new series, I can't think of anything. I mean, I think I draw a lot on stuff I watch, media I consume in real life. But I don't know, I find being outside and just kind of relaxing helps me. I used to come up with a lot of ideas when I was skiing as a kid. Sisters in Black came to me when we were camping at a cabin this summer. I had a hair. And I was walking home and thought of it from the beach. But yeah, they just kind of just pop up, and it usually has to do with whatever interests I have at the time. So I've been thinking about doing a bit of a reality show thing, because love the Kardashians. But yeah, so it's honestly just what I'm watching. Okay, another question is, how do you feel about the Truly Me dolls, as they're called now? They've gone through a couple names in the last few years. Honestly, I think they're an amazing idea, because they offer a lot of diversity. I would like the line to be a little more diverse, for sure, but they offer so much diversity for girls, girls who who have any skin color, any hair color, any eye color, any face shape. They're all more or less represented by the Truly Me line. You can also get hearing aids and wheelchairs for girls who are, have different levels of abilities and everything, which is amazing. I just think it's great that American Girl offers something for everybody and recognizes that there's so much diversity for girls. I mean, they don't have the best record for making diversified Girl of the Year dolls, which is an issue I have with. Historical's alright. But yeah, I think it's great that girls have so many opportunities to get dolls that look like them, because that's why I wanted an American Girl doll, was to get a doll that looked like me. And now the Truly Me line seems to have a lot of different like looks for every girl. Like now there is one that looks like me. There's one that looks like just about anybody. So I think that's really awesome, because representation is everything. Okay, and the last question for this really long me talking video is gonna be, will you get more dolls, and if so, which? And so I haven't gotten a real doll, especially like ordered one in the mail, in years. It's been such a long time, I kind of forget what it's like. And I remember it being really exciting when I was younger. But I've recently decided I kind of want to like make over my whole collection, channel, everything. So I am intending on getting a new doll. Unfortunately, that means I'd like to sell or like move some of my old dolls onto new homes, which I will get to soon, so I'll let you guys know when that's happening. I know it's kind of sad. But yeah, I'd really like to get a new one just to sort of spice things up, and I'm having a hard time deciding. I recently saw Mary Ellen, which is adorable because she kind of looks like me, and she has a wiener dog like me, and when I was a kid I was obsessed with the 50s and 60s, although I would have loved to see like a civil rights doll from the 60s, but American Girl did say they're planning a new doll of color for the historical line, or Be Forever, which is awesome. But yeah, so Mary Ellen is like awesome because she has a lot of things that like are really personal to me and stuff, but at the same time I already have a couple dolls with red hair, so which makes sense, and I kind of like to have a really diverse collection, so I'm trying to decide between Mary Ellen, possibly Grace, although with a name change, both of them would probably have a name change, just because I've always wanted the like Josephina face mold, because all of my dolls have the same face mold, so I'd really like to change that up. Or maybe even Addie or Josephina. So I mean, if you guys want to vote, then we can do this with a different video, but if you guys want to give me some reviews on these dolls, if you have them, obviously not Mary Ellen, she's not out yet, let me know. But I do intend on getting a new one. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to American Girl Place, or if I'm going to and have like a meetup thing again, or if I'm going to order them in the mail. That'll be in the future once I decide who I'm getting. But yeah, so a new doll is on the horizon for me, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So, thanks for watching this video. I'm sure it's super duper long, and if you got to the end here, like, congratulations. If you like this and you want me to continue, I can like vlog outside of my bedroom as well. Or I can start, you know, doing actual vlog videos alongside my like regular doll videos on whatever topics you guys are interested in. Yeah, comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see from me, because I miss YouTube quite a bit, and these videos aren't super hard for me to make, and I like sharing stuff with you guys. So yeah, let me know what you would love to see from Girl of the Year Studios, aside from more Sisters in Black, more little stop motions, and perhaps another series on the rise here. So yeah, and you can add more comments or questions in the comments as well if you'd like to see another Q&A video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. See ya!